Hi, I'm Jeff Zeig. I'm the founder and the director of the Milton Erickson Foundation, and here you are in the entryway to the Milton Erickson Foundation offices in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm very glad to welcome you. Here's what I have in store. This is a series that we're going to do of topics, and I'm going to do these impromptu from many different places around the world. It's a series on 5-minute tips. 5-minute tips on how you can improve your therapy practice. And you're welcome to this. This is something that we are distributing free as a service of the Milton Erickson Foundation. Let me tell you the general areas in which I'll be speaking. I'm going to be talking about client problems. The first 2 of the videos in 5-minute tips are going to be about depression and also about grief. But then other client problems that we'll discuss is how do you work with depression, PTSD, OCD, habit problems, including smoking, overeating, alcoholism, couples problems, pain, even how you might work with the seriously mentally ill. Those would be some of the topics that I'll be covering, 5-minute tips in terms of client problems. We're also going to be talking about professional issues, issues like ethics, finances, scheduling, practice building. Then there'll be another section about clinical concerns. I'll teach you about my meta model of how to think about psychotherapy. We'll talk a little bit about how you might do a strategic assessment, an assessment that leads you into action. We'll talk about tailoring treatment to the uniqueness of the individual. We'll talk about a model for establishing treatment planning, all within the limits of 5-minute tips. Then there'll be another section about methodology. 5-minute tips about using hypnosis, about using indirect suggestion, about using anecdotes, using reframing, using tasks. And then there'll be some specialty topics like experiential methods, like how to use evocative communication, like utilization, one of the key foundational principles of an Ericksonian practice. We'll talk about seeding, about strategic development in therapy. And another section that we'll cover is some tips about how you can develop yourself as a therapist. And lastly, I'll discuss some principles that underlie successful psychotherapy. So each of these topics will be developed, 5-minute tips, and this is a gift. This is something that we give you for free from the Erickson Foundation. You're welcome to pass these on to your colleagues, to your peers in psychotherapy, and we hope that this can be some way in which the Milton Erickson Foundation, which is very appreciative to lots of the people who come and attend our conferences, including the Evolution of Psychotherapy Conference, that the support that you've given us, we want to return something and allow people who are in the community to use some of the things that we have developed here at the Erickson Foundation. In 1973, I started studying with Milton Erickson. From 1973, I would travel intermittently until 1978 when I moved to Phoenix, and then I would even have more time to spend with Milton Erickson until he died in 1980. Erickson gave me his time for free. It wasn't something that he charged. He didn't charge most of the other people who were coming to him for training during that time from 1973 to 1980. This is our way of giving back and appreciating that Erickson gave in a spirit that if you had knowledge, you made it available to people. We want to do the same. So we invite you to join us. 5-minute tips for therapy. They will appear on a regular basis, and when I'm traveling to other locations around the world, I'll just add another 5-minute tip, so you'll see me in many different venues. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy, and we appreciate your interest in the activities of the Milton Erickson Foundation.